And Kyle Larson, speaking of him, is one of the drivers that has kind of benefited from this next group we're getting ready to bring out. He was part of this group that we call NASCAR Next. And we're going to bring out 13 young men or 12 men and a young lady, and that are part of this group that NASCAR has brought along and started so that we can kind of start seeing and introducing you to the next stars of this sport. This group here has amassed 32 NASCAR Touring Series and higher wins this year, one championship, just incredible talent that I'm standing on the stage with here, and it's just amazing to see and think what we're going to have coming in the next year. So as the Jimmy Johnsons and Matt Kenseths, and not that they're close to retiring, but these are some that are going to be looking to push them out and see what's going to happen. So, you know, as you stand here and be a part of this, I mean, this is a pretty incredible experience, pretty cool thing, wouldn't you say? Yeah. So what's it going to take for you to get to that level?
I think just a whole lot of hard work and, you know, keep on doing what I'm doing. I'm with a great bunch of good guys right here and lady. You know, we just got to keep doing what we're doing, and hard work pays off.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you just got to make sure that you stick to it, make sure you got your sponsor obligations good, and be good to the fans, too. I mean, you got to make sure that you're going out there and trying to win every race and make sure you make a good impression.
Yeah, Ryan, you've had a couple of a chance in the Nationwide Series already.
Yeah, it was definitely a great experience, and, you know, just keep trying to work our way up the ranks and, you know, cap off a couple championships this year and keep trying to win races.
How long before we see you back up here for the chase?
Hopefully sooner than later, but you know, I think it'll take a lot of winning and not tearing up equipment and working hard.
Is this progressing like you would want it to?
Yeah, for sure. It is. It's been a heck of a ride so far, and I have to get school done first, and after I'm done school, then I can move on to the Sprint Cup stuff.
I can't even imagine that. That's been too long. You three will get questions in a minute. Exciting for you to be here today?
Of course. It's a great event. I want to thank NASCAR for putting this on, the fans for coming out, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
We've seen young ladies making a big mark in this sport. Or do we need to keep our eyes on you, and how long is it going to be before we see you as a part of the chase?
Oh, geez. I mean, you definitely got to keep your eyes out, but I mean, hopefully soon. You never know. So.
Well, Kenzie's an amazing driver. I've seen her out on the track. She's a Terrence Scott Motorsport teammate, and to get to the top and be a contender, hopefully one day, you got to have a good following and good relationships, a lot of dedication.
How long before we see you back up? I know that's the aspiration that you have, and hard work and dedication. I mean, I've heard you talk earlier, a lot of that.
Absolutely. You got to train off and on the track all day. You just got to make it your one goal. You got to eat, sleep, breathe, race, and just make it that focus. And one day I think all these guys will be there.
Chase, you're a son of a champion. I know that's your aspiration, right?
Absolutely. Like all these guys said, and it's going to take a lot of hard work, and you know, you got to be in the right situations too, and make the most of every single one of them.
Good luck. Nicole?
I'm going to go over here. You know, Ryan Preece, he's already been in a Nationwide Series race earlier this year in Loudon. But Ben Kennedy, I'm going to squeak in here. You've done 2 truck races. You made your debut in Bristol. That's not exactly an easy track. And then Iowa. Considering your family is so involved, and this is part of your legacy, what did it mean for you to go out there and take the green flag in that first truck race?
Yeah, it was definitely huge, not only for me, but for my family as well. And you know, so much anticipation coming into that race, and a bunch of nerves, and you know, tons of different emotions. But to be able to race at a place like Bristol, and then follow it up at Iowa, and we're gonna be out there tomorrow evening in Chicago. So I'm really looking forward to that, and we'll also be running later in Homestead this year. So gonna make the most of each truck start, and hopefully get something going for next year.
Now, this next guy, he makes me feel really old. He makes me
the
feel
youngest
really
of the group.
Old, Gray.
Great, 15 years old. My gosh, amazing. Yeah, how about that? It's incredible, isn't it? What inspired you to be a NASCAR driver?
You know, it's always been a huge deal for me to be in the top level of the sport, but to be a part of a program like this, like the NASCAR Next program, it wouldn't be possible without everybody at NASCAR and all the hard work they do and getting us out there like that. But I can't thank all my partners enough. Krispy Kreme Donuts, True Moo, especially Toyota for as much as they do for me. Really exciting for them to unveil that new Tundra for next year, and that's our plan to keep moving up the ranks, and hopefully next year we'll be in the Truck Series, NASCAR Camp World Truck Series. But I can't thank my family enough and for all they do for me and for sacrificing, and to be where I am today is really great. But it wouldn't be possible without all you fans. Thank you guys so much for coming out. This sport wouldn't be where it is today without the fans, so thank you guys very much.
Wow.
He's way more mature than I was at 15.
I couldn't talk in front of my school
No
class.
way.
So incredible.
He makes me feel old, immature, and very tall. I am cheating, though. Next to me on this side is Daniel Suarez. You'll hear it in a second, but he has a cute little accent. It's because you're from Mexico. You've lived here for a couple years in this country. But how does NASCAR differ in the U.S. than it does in your home country?
Well, first I want to say thank you to everybody in NASCAR to having us in this great program. And, well, first I want to say there's many things different, but obviously in Mexico, they got just, I think, 8 or 9 years with NASCAR. They are, I think, growing up pretty good, but in the end of the day, the rules are the same and many things are the same, but, drive beside all these drivers with a lot of experience is way different than Mexico. But starting with the language, I mean, in the communication we got right now, talking English here with you is one thing, but also talk with the crew chief in a race car with many sound beside you is way different. But, well, I really feel lucky to be part of this program, to be doing both championships in Mexico and here. And I want to say thank you to everybody for the support.
We want to say thank you to all of them for being up here with us. The NASCAR Next drivers, how about that? And I will say this, it's not going to be long before you guys are standing in line at their merchandise haulers, soaking up their T-shirts and their hats. So keep that in mind because we actually have special spaces reserved for all of them down there with you, front and center. So go ahead and enjoy the rest of the show. And you guys pick their brains because, someday you're going to be like, I sat next to that kid when he was like 15 or 18. Good. Guys, thank you very, very, very much.
Thank you.
Congrats on the baby as well. Thank you.